What's up, people of the internet? I'm Clinton Jeff from UnleashThePhones.com, and today we're going to review the Nokia JBL PowerUp wireless charging speaker. If there's anything better than wirelessly streaming music, it's wirelessly streaming your music and wirelessly charging your phone. And that's what you get with the Nokia JBL PowerUp speaker. This was announced back in August at IFA, and I was very impressed with it as I played around with it for like 5 seconds, and it was pretty loud and pretty impressive. So we use this for a week now, and here's what we think of it. The Nokia JBL PowerUp speaker measures 115 by 280 by 145 millimeters and weighs in at about 1,590 grams, which is fairly large and not very portable to carry around at all. Now, unlike most iPhone docks though, you don't have to worry about any docking station because there isn't one. It's all completely wireless except for that one plug that connects it to the charger. So in a way, Nokia has actually got around traditional docks because you don't need a docking connector, you don't need a slot to slide in anywhere. All you need is to connect it to a power outlet, and that's about it. And then you just take the speaker and put the phone on top, and you're wirelessly charging it. And if you tap against the edge right there,
and I think we're live. Hello, people of the internet. Welcome to the evening edition.
Yeah, because we were all insanely busy today. Bluetooth pairing is so stupidly tedious without NFC. There's also support for the QI or Kai wireless charging standard, or is it Chai? I'm not sure how to pronounce it, but there's a wireless standard and this supports it. It's called QI. It's spelled QI. It's quite the advantage because you can charge compatible devices like the Nexus 4, the HTC Butterfly, Droid DNA, in addition to, of course, the Nokia Lumia 920 and the Nokia Lumia 820 if you have the wireless charging shell on that. So all you have to do is just place your Lumia 920 on top and listen to music while your phone happily sucks energy up through the air. Through the air. That blew my mind because, I mean, there's electricity flowing in from the speaker to my phone without wires. What the heck? This is the future. But of course, if you aren't that interested in wireless charging, I don't know how interesting this speaker would be to you because apart from that, you just have NFC and it's a normal speaker. So take away the wireless charging and that's all you have. On the top, the JBL PlayUp has a raised rubber circle with the Nokia logo inside, and that's where you can set your Lumia on top of to charge it. And you'll see that there are 4 corners of the QI charging area that light up so that you know the boundaries of which you can put your device in for it to wirelessly charge. The best part though is that you don't actually have to switch on the JBL PowerUp speaker for it to charge your device. Just make sure it is connected to a socket and make sure the socket is switched on. It doesn't actually use any power until you place your Lumia phone on top of it and it starts wirelessly charging it. At the top of the JBL PowerUp, you'll also see a volume up and down, back, forward, and play, pause touch sensitive buttons which light up at the top towards the front of the speaker. You can also use these to control your music instead of having to use your phone while you charge, in case you don't want to move your phone around and you just want to keep it there. At the front, you'll also see a Bluetooth indicator button which lights up in blue if you have paired it with a device. If you haven't paired it with a device yet, it will flash white, and you can always pair it manually with a device over Bluetooth in case the other device doesn't have NFC. Now what I noticed though is that if you try and tap an Android phone onto the JBL PowerUp, it won't be detected at all. I tried the HTC One X, the Samsung Galaxy S3 and the Sony Xperia S. None of them worked with it over NFC, but the Lumia phones work just fine. So yeah, if you have an Android phone or an iPhone or an iPad, you will have to manually connect over Bluetooth, and it works fine anyway. But again, now you don't have wireless charging, you don't have NFC, which leaves just the speaker bit. At the back of the JBL PowerUp, you have the input port for power. You have a power button on the left side of it that you can use to switch on or off the device, and you have a micro USB port which I assume will allow you to update the software later on. There's also a standard 3.5mm audio jack in case you want to use a wired connection instead of Bluetooth. And it's also worth mentioning that if you have a compatible device, there is support for the aptX codec as well for better Bluetooth audio. Coming to audio quality, it is impressive to note that the JBL PowerUp gets really loud. Of course, the audio does distort a little bit at those levels. It's not too bad. You could possibly have a house party with just that speaker. Bass is pretty good. You do kind of feel a little solid punch to the face with the bass. But apart from that, the music quality is actually pretty good. You can actually hear every distinct note in a song. And I listen to a lot of Nicki Minaj and hip hop. I can't think of anything else that I listen to. What do I listen to? But anyway, whatever you listen to, it actually sounds pretty good on JBL PowerUp speaker. I would suggest that if you do see these in a store somewhere, you go and you try them out, because everyone listens to different music, and for me, I noticed that the JBL PowerUps really sound good for hip-hop, R&B, and a lot of songs that have a lot of bass to them. With classical music, I don't know if they sound that great. They sound about the same as a speaker dock at that same price range. So yeah, audio wise is also pretty good. So now you have NFC, wireless charging, and decent audio quality as well. So what's not to like? Well, here's the thing. If you have a Nokia Lumia 920, I would say this is one of the best companions that you can buy for your phone, because it has wireless charging, so you can charge it up, and there's an NFC, so you can tap it against, and there's the whole speaker thing too, which is kind of the reason why you're buying it in the first place, which is pretty good. If you don't have a Lumia phone, I don't know if it's worth buying it, because NFC will not work with Android phones, and the iPhone and iPads don't have NFC, so you have manual Bluetooth pairing. And if you're just gonna buy it for the audio quality alone, I would say there are better options out there, to be honest. But I can see why you would want the JBL PowerUps, because they are a pretty good looking pair of speakers, even though it's technically a speaker dock. So yes, that is what I think of the JBL PowerUp speakers. You can check out more details over on unleashthephones.com. And as always, if you guys have any questions, let me know right in the comment section below. Remember to subscribe in case you want more videos, because it makes me feel better about myself. And that's it. Thanks for watching, people.